Hi there, it's Grandma and it's story time. And today is the 4th of July, or sometimes we call it Independence Day. It's when our country declared its independence. So I have a special book called Americans. It's by Douglas Wood. We the people, called Americans, differ from one another in many ways. But despite the differences, Americans share certain ways of doing and being that hold us all together. Americans love. We love our ideals of human dignity and freedom. We love liberty, the opportunity to pursue happiness, and all the promise the future may hold. We love our families, neighbors, and friends. Americans especially love the beauty of their land. Oceans that sparkle, crash, and sing, green blankets of forest that drape the hills, sunny prairies under endless skies, white-shouldered mountains and hidden valleys, and great gorges of canyons that reach down to the beginning of time. Americans know that all these things are gifts to be cherished and protected and passed on to future generations of Americans. Americans create. Never have people tried so hard to find a better way, creating so many things that weren't there before. A lightning rod, a cotton gin, a steamboat, a sewing machine, an airplane, a typewriter, a telegraph, a telephone, a television, an elevator, a phonograph, a spaceship, a computer, a cell phone, a laptop, the internet. But the greatest of all, over 200 years ago, Americans invented a new country and a form of government, the modern democracy that has inspired the world. Americans dream. We know we are lucky to live in a land where people have the freedom to try, to fail, and to succeed, where hard work is rewarded, where people can climb as high as their hearts and minds can reach. The history of America is full of people who tried and tried again, who struggled and fought the odds, who kept going in the face of disappointment and discouragement, and who finally achieved great and worthy goals. Their stories are why we are here today. Americans believe. We believe in a good greater than ourselves. We believe in one another. We believe that people should be free to believe in whatever truth their hearts hold dear, so long as their beliefs harm no one else. Our Bill of Rights, the First Amendment: Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people to peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. One thing Americans do especially well is disagree. We disagree because human beings are different and unique, and everyone has different eyes for seeing the world. Americans are free to disagree with politicians, with organizations and religions, with their own government. Even Americans who disagree agree on the freedom to disagree. But Americans still come together to help one another, to forgive one another, and to work for one goal we all share: creating a better country. Americans care. We share with others, with friends, relatives, neighbors, and people we don't even know. Americans help people who are less fortunate and in need of a helping hand. Americans know that the entire country can be strong and whole only if all its members are strong and whole. But Americans also look far from home to lands and peoples around the world and ask, what can we do to help? Sometimes Americans fight. We are fierce fighters when we defend important ideals like human dignity and freedom. Americans may fight because our country has been wounded or attacked and must be defended. Other times we have chosen to fight for people who are weak or wounded, poor or bullied, and unable to defend themselves. In such cases, many Americans have sacrificed their own lives in order to help. But Americans also make peace. We try to create a more peaceful world for our own families and for families of other lands. Many parts of the world are now more prosperous, safe, and free because Americans helped. Americans make mistakes. Like all people, we are not perfect. We were not perfect in the past, and we will not be perfect in the future. But Americans keep reaching for perfection, keep trying to create a more perfect union, keep trying to do better, to be better. In this constant effort to reach a little higher, Americans grow. We grow from roots that are very deep and very strong. It is from these roots that the great living tree called America grows, and although the tree may bend in the wind, its roots remain firmly planted. Americans choose. We have the power to make important personal choices in our daily lives. We may choose to change our jobs or careers, to change religions or political parties, to change leaders or the direction of our country. Americans know that only by allowing choice can our country be kept free. Americans hope. It is perhaps the thing that Americans do best of all. We have hope for ourselves and for our country. We believe in the possibility of improving so that our children and their children will live in a better country and world than we do now. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. All of these things together and so many more make up our country, the United States of America. And we, the people who love it, are called Americans. The end. Well, kind of gave you a little bit of an insight into our country and the reason we have a special day like the 4th of July. Right? Hope you enjoyed the story. Grandma loves you.